In the quiet hum of suburbia and the bustling cacophony of city life, a common struggle unites us: the relentless march of grocery prices. The simple act of putting a wholesome, satisfying meal on the table has become an intricate dance of budgeting and compromise. For many, the joy of cooking has given way to the anxiety of expense, pushing nutritious options seemingly out of reach. But what if the solution wasn't found in sacrifice, but in ingenuity? What if delicious, wholesome food was still within everyone's grasp, waiting to be rediscovered? Meet Ilara, a dedicated home cook from the vibrant community of Oakwood. Just last spring, watching her neighbors navigate escalating food costs, a spark ignited within her. She envisioned a world where budget didn't dictate diet, where culinary creativity could overcome economic strain. Ilara's motivation was simple yet profound: to reclaim the kitchen as a place of joy, not stress, by proving that 10 truly delicious, nutritious meals could be crafted for under $10 each. Her quest began not in a gourmet kitchen, but in the humble aisles of her local market. Ilara knew her journey wouldn't be about exotic ingredients, but rather the unsung heroes of the pantry. Dried beans, lentils, pasta, rice, and simple root vegetables became her foundation. She spent weeks researching, sketching meal plans, and calculating costs, determined to make every dollar count. The first principle of her under $10 challenge was clear: master the art of pantry stocking and transform humble staples into culinary stars. It was a philosophy of abundance from scarcity, a testament to the potential hidden in every well-organized cupboard. Her inaugural dish was a testament to both flavor and frugality: a hearty lentil soup. It began with a simple mirepoix, onions, carrots, and celery, sautéed until fragrant. Red lentils, cheap and nutrient-dense, were added, along with vegetable broth and a medley of herbs. The alchemy was subtle but profound. As the pot simmered, filling Ilara's kitchen with an inviting aroma, she realized this wasn't just food, it was comfort, carefully crafted and consciously priced. A bowl full of warmth for mere pennies, defying all expectations. Word of Ilara's project spread through Oakwood, met initially with a mix of curiosity and gentle skepticism. Delicious under $10? Impossible, some muttered. But as Ilara started sharing samples of her lentil soup at the community garden, opinions began to shift. The rich flavors, the satisfying texture, it spoke louder than any price tag. Her friend, David, a notoriously picky eater, was the first to ask for the recipe, a significant victory. Ilara's humble quest was slowly but surely winning hearts and stomachs. Next, Ilara turned to a dish that embodies Italian culinary philosophy: pasta aglio e olio. Its beauty lies in its elegant simplicity: pasta, garlic, olive oil, and a whisper of chili flakes. To elevate it and add nutrition, she foraged for fresh, inexpensive greens from her small garden patch, tossing them in during the final minutes. This meal proved that sophistication isn't measured by expense, but by the thoughtful combination of a few perfect ingredients. It was a dish that tasted far more luxurious than its minimal cost suggested, a true celebration of humble elements. Ilara's second principle emerged organically: embrace seasonal and local produce. Farmers' markets, often perceived as expensive, offered surprising deals on imperfect but delicious fruits and vegetables. She learned to visit towards closing time, discovering discounts on bountiful yields. This not only kept costs down but also ensured peak freshness and flavor. Connecting with local growers also fostered a sense of community and provided inspiration for dishes that truly reflected the season, ensuring every meal was vibrant and alive. For her third creation, Ilara harnessed the versatility of canned black beans and rice, the black bean burrito bowl. This was a masterclass in customization. Starting with a base of fluffy rice and seasoned black beans, she added vibrant, inexpensive toppings like chopped tomatoes, onions, a dollop of salsa, and a squeeze of lime. Each bowl became a personalized masterpiece, adapting to individual preferences and what was freshest at the market. It was proof that budget meals could be both exciting and endlessly adaptable. A few months into her project, Ilara's kitchen became a laboratory of reinvention. She preached the gospel of leftovers, not as mundane reheated meals, but as foundations for entirely new culinary adventures. Her reputation grew, neighbors would drop by, asking for tips on transforming their forgotten fridge contents. Ilara understood that minimizing food waste was as crucial as smart shopping. It was an unspoken contract with her ingredients: nothing would go to waste, everything would find new life and purpose. This philosophy unlocked true savings. Her anything goes fried rice epitomized this philosophy. Cold, leftover rice, a solitary egg, and any forgotten vegetables lurking in the fridge, a few carrots, some wilted spinach, a handful of peas, were magically transformed. A splash of soy sauce, a touch of sesame oil, and quick, high-heat stir-frying created a dish that was greater than the sum of its parts. It was quick, satisfying, and a delicious homage to resourcefulness, proving that even the most disparate ingredients could find harmony in a hot pan. Ilara's fifth dish traversed continents without leaving the budget behind: a vibrant chickpea and spinach curry. Canned chickpeas, a pantry staple, formed the protein-rich base, simmered in a flavorful sauce of canned tomatoes, onions, garlic, ginger, and inexpensive curry powder. Fresh spinach wilted in at the end, adding color and nutrients. Served with simple steamed rice, this meal brought global flavors to the dinner table for a local price. It was aromatic, hearty, and dispelled the myth that exotic meals must be expensive, igniting culinary wanderlust. That summer, Ilara's kitchen truly became a community hub. Inspired by her success, neighbors started organizing budget cook-offs and ingredient swaps. A retired baker, Martha, shared tips on making bread from scratch, further reducing costs. The Under $10 challenge transformed from Ilara's personal quest into a collective movement. It wasn't just about saving money, it was about fostering connection, sharing knowledge, and rediscovering the joy of creating together. The once skeptical community was now united by a shared passion for accessible, delicious food. For busy evenings, Ilara unveiled a marvel of efficiency: sheet pan root vegetables with herbs. Potatoes, carrots, and onions, inexpensive and hearty, were tossed with olive oil, salt, pepper, and a generous sprinkle of dried herbs like thyme and rosemary. Roasted on a single sheet pan, they emerged tender and caramelized, requiring minimal effort and even less cleanup. This dish was a revelation for time-pressed families, proving that nutritious eating could be incredibly convenient without sacrificing flavor or budget integrity. Simple, yet profoundly satisfying. Who said budget meals couldn't be elegant? Ilara's tomato and basil bruschetta defied this notion. Stale bread, often discarded, found new life toasted to perfection. Diced fresh tomatoes, from her garden or a local discount bin, were mixed with garlic, olive oil, and fragrant basil. Piled high on crispy bread, it was an appetizer or light meal that felt decidedly gourmet. This dish showcased how basic ingredients, handled with care and creativity, could transform into something truly special, elevating the everyday to an art form. The deeper Ilara delved, the more she understood the value of making things from scratch. While pre-made items offer convenience, the cost savings and satisfaction of DIY were undeniable. Learning to make simple flatbreads, dressings, or even stocks from vegetable scraps became central to her under $10 strategy. It was a reconnection to ancestral knowledge, a quiet rebellion against the processed food industry, and a powerful way to control ingredients and spending. This hands-on approach became the cornerstone of her culinary philosophy. Embracing her DIY ethos, Ilara prepared a vibrant Mediterranean bean salad, served with simple homemade flatbread. Cannellini and kidney beans formed the protein-rich core, tossed with crisp cucumber, juicy tomatoes, red onion, a generous amount of fresh parsley, and a lemon herb vinaigrette. This no-cook meal was incredibly refreshing, packed with nutrients, and perfect for warm days or quick lunches. The homemade flatbread, soft and warm, was the ideal accompaniment, showcasing how simple grains and water could create something truly comforting. Breakfast, often overlooked in budget cooking, received Ilara's ingenious touch with savory oats and a fried egg. Moving beyond the sweet, she cooked rolled oats in vegetable broth instead of water, adding a pinch of salt and pepper. Topped with a perfectly fried egg, a drizzle of soy sauce, and a sprinkle of green onions, it transformed a humble grain into a deeply satisfying, protein-packed meal. It was unexpected, delicious, and a brilliant way to enjoy a warm, nutritious start to the day without spending more than a few dollars. For her 10th and final meal, Ilara delivered a classic with a budget twist, a quick veggie noodle stir-fry. Inexpensive instant ramen noodles were elevated by a medley of whatever vegetables were on sale: cabbage, carrots, bell peppers, and a simple, homemade stir-fry sauce using soy sauce, a touch of sugar, and garlic. It was fast, incredibly flavorful, and demonstrated the cumulative power of her principles: smart shopping, creative use of staples, and a willingness to embrace simplicity. A satisfying, vibrant conclusion to her challenge. As Ilara presented her 10th meal, the silence in the community hall was palpable, then erupted into applause. Her journey, which began with a simple desire to help, had blossomed into a profound testament to culinary resilience. She hadn't just shared recipes, she had shared a philosophy that delicious, nutritious food is a right, not a privilege. The Under $10 challenge became more than a budget guide, it was a rallying cry for creativity, community, and mindful eating, proving that ingenuity in the kitchen can nourish both body and soul, regardless of the grocery bill. Ilara's project continues to inspire, a beacon of hope in an often challenging economic landscape. Her message is clear: the path to affordable, healthy eating is paved with simple ingredients, smart choices, and a dash of creativity. It's a journey not just about saving money, but about savoring flavors, fostering community, and rediscovering the joy of your own kitchen. As the sun sets over Oakwood, the aroma of budget-friendly, delicious meals still wafts from its homes, a testament to one woman's vision and the enduring power of good food.